ballsy. He's very down to take risks. And I don't think that we do expect many surprises, do we?
Nah, I don't think so. I think from what we're really expecting is a mirror matchup, right? Aside from the initiator players, like you've already highlighted. Obviously, Rose being on that Sova, who has been solid so far today as well, I have to say.
I think he always is. Like, it's so easy to like rely on his utility and his ults.
I think as well, when I'm looking at Rose, there's so many like star players on this roster that sometimes he's one of those players that just goes under the radar. But the impact that he's been able to have, the fact that he's been able to IGL his team up to this point, you know, one step away from Masters Santiago is crazy. But yeah, looking at these compositions, they've not changed anything on either side. So same old, same old.
Same old, same old. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that is going to be playing out on the server specifically, because even when we're looking at the composition-wise, the only difference here, Katuka, is the Sova and the Faye. Yeah. So how are those interactions expected to go?
For Rose, it's his bread and butter. It's everything, literally, that he has played during kickoff. And we understand it. Like, seriously, it's not only the way that it works with his call-in, it also works with the composition and the style that they've been playing and how they want to then work for the both the retakes and also the post plants. On the other side, I expect that Gentamates to be a little bit more ballsy. I just need BBL because I'm just like, it's coming back to me. That bonus round on the attack where they run out of time, I love the mind games, but we need to keep our feet on the ground and our eyes on the time, guys. And we need to be aware of the space we give our enemies.
It's also 100% win rate for both of these teams so far on Pearl when we're looking at their performances here at Kickoff. But one of them is going to lose that shiny streak. Who is it going to be? We'll find out as we're ready to head into our third map of this Best of 5 series with Henzi and Hypok.
Oh, this is starting to become a bit of a classic match between these two now. I mean, you look at map 1 and map 2, it's unbelievable already. The distance they both pushed. Now, coming into Pearl, though, where do you sit on this? I feel like we haven't seen too much recently of, I guess you could say, BBL in this sort of light, or kind of focusing on this heavily here?
Obviously talking about the Pacific performance, again, fairly one-sided, but again, with certain questions around the opponent and the roster in general. On the other side, Giant X that historically have been fairly solid at Pearl.
Yep.
Maybe an off day, but a much closer affair for the mates. But already here, this back and forth exchange now puts us into a third map with BBL showing resilience. I mean,
I thought they were done
just
for.
the Loiter turning that clutch around felt like a real opportunity to tee up an equalizer. Absolutely capitalizing on that. Martin identified early on here, and Lock looking to backfill this space very quickly.
I mean, he's been absolutely magic in these pistol rounds as well, but this time they're keeping
the tagged up as well, yeah.
Back together, yeah. And you look at the damage on the BBL side, barely too much to write home. Yeah, LaRock taking a little bit, and Kreven as well, but the trade for Mini every day of the week. So early too, 1 minute 10.
Yeah, makes it look as if they might want to dig their heels in here. People on a very deep angle. Drone will come through, identify Martin once more. Stun doesn't catch, but the flash does. LaRock to find the opener.
Okay, okay, hold on. Hold on, it's not done yet, Starzo though. A 1v2 necessary now. Loiter has to now rejoin the pack, right?
I'm gonna send the healthy man forward. Starzo looking to try and get behind this.
I like his timing.
Yeah, he's made really good progress.
Really decisive work.
I think now the read is good for BBL though to clear through to backside and maybe, yeah, plant on the safer side.
Spike planted.
Will identify Starzo's position.
Hilo.
Little early on it, but Kreven still able to find the kill and put a pistol round on the board for BBL.
And it feels like, honestly, mates have been great on their pistol rounds as well. They've been doing wonderfully at that. Now, be it on the back of some of Martin's, like 3Ks randomly, what have you, but still, this was a brilliant start. And even just the awareness to dig deeper in towards pit, make sure they clear that properly, plant accordingly. Nice little high-low. They look kind of well on the same page here. Again, Kreven, some real bailouts in that one.
Still seeing good energy from BBL. This is some concerns for me back on Haven, thinking about Rose obviously laying down the law, but got to be feeling themselves after this. And actually, a little bit of aggression here from mates. Loiter going to be kept in check.
Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, time to back away. They've got utility kind of deep to catch if they do follow that push up. So he'll know that he's somewhat safe, and the rest of them can kind of get the call out that they're coming around the more traditional rotation route. got to be a bit cautious on site because we know that there's a player there. They don't, but they want to be just a little bit careful. Oh my word. I mean, that's barely got to be a pixel. Really with a little bit of an opportunity to swing, but sadly didn't get the connection he would have wanted. So starts to cop a lot of damage, might be left in no man's land. Able to back away. Lovers Rock is farming up here. Gonna get caught out, but the last three gonna make it very hard to find any further impact.
Keeping it pretty clean though. Only Lovers Rock to fall. Rose will find Starzo. Now revert back and Loiter to clean things up. Glyph down, second on the board for BBL. Only the pistol maintained here, but not necessarily gonna impact the purchase too much here on the side of BBL. Obviously, mates will have rifles in hand here for round 3. See a lot more shown on Martin's side there. Or Lovers Rock side, I should say, of Martin.
Nice! Let's go!
BBL get themselves back in the driving seat. Early on Pearl. The pressure towards doors once more. Martin, not necessarily any solid info here. Initially just looking to wait this TP out. A beautiful set piece here. Actually, all the way into the backlines. Lovers Rock, he's found Beepo as well.
Yeah, he's done really well to find stability in what felt like chaos, but the plant should be next on the cards. Now they've got some security on site. A bit of a flash to force Glyph off the angle.
Spike planted.
You're looking at the others now behind the curve. For the retake, yeah, you got a little bit of util on Starzo, but hard to make that even work deeper towards long. So, again, as soon as you have Loiter still alive, Rose with shock darts does get tough. They're going to need a big bailout from someone, and that's going to help matters. Glyph's done well to remove Creven, but Lovers Rock still here. Mini looks like he's aware of the chance. Seen a barrel, seen a... Oh! How are you getting two there? I mean, the gods are on their side, it feels like.
Picks up 2 freebies inside the smoke here on the adjustment. Another bonus converted for BBL. Like I said, firmly in control of the opening few rounds here on Pearl. Ultimate already in hand for Lovers Rock.
Oh.
Yeah, not much to say there for Glyph and Starzo. A couple of confidence builders here early on for BBL. I said it looked so rattled in some of the rounds on Abyss.
But to
completely thrown off their game.
In my mind, the fact that, as you were rightly saying, they looked rattled. The way they were playing was out of sorts. But to problem solve that, to come out of that and then be able to deliver again, that's got to be such a, I don't know, a tonic to all of their problems, right? It gets you feeling like, okay, no, we're back in this. We absolutely can do this. And it's translated here with the confidence already. Now, obviously for mates, we've seen them handle that on map 1. Hell, BBL came out swinging on that. And we saw the fight back, right? A lot on the shoulders of Martin. He's been so key, integral in this. See this round, a lot harder to make that happen. And BBL toying with pace now.
Wide open B site here. Sheriff's in hand for mates, but wrong place, wrong time for them. Starzo actually revealing his position here. Lovers Rock will pounce on the opportunity, calling the cancel towards B. Maybe just too many question marks for them.
Hello.
My camera is destroyed.
30 seconds left.
So again, will still result in a safe plant here. Clock running down, and Gentlemate's forced to at least consider somebody slip the net towards B, but now find themselves in a 3v5.
And again, this guy, you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile, right? Look how far he's willing to prod here. If he goes any further, it becomes a little bit too much, I think, and happy on the 3, can reposition, and basically give them clear-cut round.
I think Glyph or Martin really going to be able to pin down anybody in terms of a consolation.
I don't think you can go down to Spike at this point, unless they go past Lovers Rock. And he was willing to go for it.
Another 4K.
Yeah. And Martin gets the brilliant opportunity of dying to a Spike. That's kind of the best you're going to get here.
Even if you're given the luxury.
Hello. Hello. You can't toy with him like that after he was nearly on for it felt like a 40 in map 2. BBL, good scoreline here.
See what the ult progress is like for mates on the receiving end of 4 rounds against them. I mean, decent progress actually across the board other than... Oh, no, actually, I mean, yeah, the worst being 2 points away. Oh, the BBL, obviously, Lovers Rock taking the lion's share of progress. Do still have the Hunter's Fury for Rose. And Larocque not too far away either. But need to see a response here from the mates. There'll be a little bit of aggression outside A here. A furious exchange. Starzo comes out on top.
Yeah, but they're going to go rip the ult right off the back of this. Maybe trying to capture connection. Bippo is in trouble. Starzo still trying to play, I guess, in a little bit of an unorthodox position. Spray in, but he's got a Vandal. It's going to be noted. Loiter takes him out of the equation instantaneously. Trying to take front side, and they've got it. Now it's going to get chaotic. Again, Bippo just trying to play on the back here, but there's so many angles to worry about. Stability not in question until then. Bippo doing bits for the side. Gentlemates up to the challenge this time.
And Lovers Rock, I think, desperately trying to flash over the top here, but not sure what exactly happened there. Bippo just tucked in comfortably behind sight. And the one to initially take damage from the Hunter's Fury is the one to find a ton of damage here to clean up. 3 on the round for him. 3 ultimates in hand now for Gentlemates, just missing Martine and Mini. Buy's going to be comfortable here for BBL, but it might be a repeat of the previous here.
Gifting out headshots here, man. Bippo. Oh, man, he's hunting him down. How the hell have you gone away from that, Loiter? Don't you dare. Okay. Yeah, a little pre-fire on that one. Bippo just from afar taking down Lovers Rock as well. BBL left with nearly 3. Blink and you miss it, above a minute. Already suffering so many casualties.
Reading as if the stack is towards, well, I guess the majority of BBL's default is now back towards A, but Rose was looking to backfill mid there. All 5 members for Gentlemates now happy to stack up. Again, with this trip that Crevin's currently sat behind, that will probably be the indicator. Again, with no information here, you'd almost expect him to have dealt with this earlier, but doesn't want to pull the rotation too early on.
And they're still not going.
They're still not going on it, yeah.
I mean, surely now. You can see even BBL kind of being like, surely someone's
someone's here to shoulder this, yeah.
Pressure. Now, this is not the first time we'll see BBL dig a bit deeper, right? This is very, very common for them. Creven trying to get up towards Heaven. I like that. Makes it a little bit trickier. Yeah, even BBL maybe scratching their heads a bit, going, where the hell are they? Okay, coming back in. Oh, Mini with a freebie.
Do they read 2 though? Neurotheft goes in.
But he's ahead of it, playing early now. We're not going to invest the Oi, trying to absolutely go nuclear.
Rose has got one.
He's got one. It's a 2v2. Hold on. This is not secure. This is not safe. This was a 3v5. I mean, hell, make it a 2v5 at that point. Martine trying to play a little offside, but Martine going for the save. BBL, you had no right to be getting that round. Oh, Gentlemates, you'll be kicking yourself for that one.
Again, the right decision, you could argue here, but it's Creven to make use of that space up towards Heaven. Larocque as well, just lets the whole rip. Rose as well, in the meantime here, delivers onto Glyph.
One enemy.
A tragic turn of events there for Gentlemates.
Whoa!
And it's number 5 on the board after a confident approach in terms of early, obviously converting that damage. Credit to Bippo in that regard, but spirals out of control for them and a broken buy now. To follow that up for Gentlemates, just a Guardian for Martine. Can't quite deal with the drone inside the smoke, so we'll at least still be given some information to act upon.
Getting ready to go, gap closing. And it feels like Gentlemates are so willing to invest on this A side. Heavy stacks it, and it's fine, I guess, in this round, right? You've got lighter weapons, take a bit more of a gamble, but BBL's rotations have been good. It's something that, even in that round, I was quite surprised that they were so patient on breaking those trips and kind of building up together. Oh, man! They don't need help like this! Lovers Rock 12-5. Did he see Martin score and then aim for that? I mean, this guy is gunning.
I think Mini did spot here with the cam, so at least some understanding of what's going on elsewhere, but they've kind of peeled away from 8. You can see already now.
Starzo.
Starzo left.
Not got that one, not got that one at all.
30 seconds left.
Not sure if you noted Glyph there. That's the only part of the equation that's missing. Maybe a consideration towards Pit, but potential pitfall if they do fumble it. They don't. Laroc's got that safe as houses, a Mini. Okay, that's an upgrade. But you got 4 more?
Yeah. Have you? No.
No. Where's the timeout, man? Give me
Yeah, hoping to see an
pause on
early
this.
check-in with the coaching staff here, because
They're being run rings around. This was meant to be one of the strongholds, right? When we talk about the maps, the desk was alluding to it. Both of these teams seeming that this is quite a favorable one for them. And don't get me wrong, it can happen that BBL's approach may just be a little bit easier to play up against Gentlemate's hold, but even with that in mind, I'm a little bit surprised to see it this stark.
Mini still looking for a consolation. They're being toyed with once more. We'll find Rose. Down to 20 HP now. Lovers Rock to clean up with a third. The concern being, I believe, versus Pacific, BBL went like 10-2 on the defensive side. So already posting big numbers like this. That's why you want to see an early timeout here to maybe address some of these issues. I believe we will see just that. Ahead of round 8.
God, they've got ults to sit on too, right? Like, they've got everything going for them.
Lovers Rock nearly back on. He sat his ult actually for a few rounds the first time, but lots to consider here for Starzo and the rest of the mates.
Something's funny in the other booth. But do you see a solution in mind? I mean, is it try and take some more dedicated space? It feels like you have to fight for it, though,
Well,
right?
I feel like with some of the situations we're seeing, it's just a total misread from Gentlemates. Again, this trip is so deep towards B that they're not really getting that information early on enough, and it's not really even a confirmation. Like I said, BBL on that push towards B, they were still expecting somebody to be there, at least passively anchoring. Not necessarily looking for kills, but certainly here, if mates want to adjust anything, for me, it would be to stack an extra body elsewhere. 4 towards one side and one kind of floating mid.
Sure.
But not really even holding towards doors. It's just so risky, because we know what BBL like to do with space. You give them a free plant. Look what they did in Heaven.
Yeah,
that's their bread and butter sort of post plant.
Like, in my mind, I want them to try and get deeper lines with mates, but BBL are so up for the fight on almost all of them, right? It's easier said than done. Let's see what the solution they've come up with is for now. Double stack up towards Art. Otherwise, again, BBL going to clear through the space towards kind of that deeper A main side.
Take flight.
And they look like they want to commit to this too. They're
not letting their foot off the gas at all.
No, and I don't know if they caught a look at Starzo, but they're pretty close, and look how close they're getting. Lovers Rock going walkabouts, gets found by Glyph. Way better hold so far, but Starzo's on an island. Martin takes away LaRock, and this puts a way better position to play from. Giving up a little bit of space, but then fighting back for it on that contact. Way better, mates. This is a good read here. Revan, not gonna be allowed much play. Nice from Starzo.
Big round from the leader of Gentlemates. Coming out that timeout, we'll post a second here. And maybe a chance to string something together. Still 3 ultimates to play with for BBL, but again, not necessarily something that even looks like it had an impact in this sort of round. Starzo just allowed to exist in a position we saw Beepo really run away with previously. Second on the board now, and actually, the buy's not going to be there. We'll get a Guardian in the hands of Rose, but key ultimates here being the Divide and the Hunter's Fury.
And if you think that was enough to deny the aggression, you were wrong. They're still going to fight out for that A main approach. Keep that at least in the pocket. Rose can then post up on this, and then they kind of fall away, right? They're going through their protocol list here. Maybe trying to identify any aggression. It's not really been the case. It's Martin holding a pretty passive line, actually, with the operator, not willing to go beyond double doors.
Portal closed.
They're maybe considering a bit of middle, but that's a 3-play stack towards Art. That's a lot of bodies.
Bring them down.
If this Prowler is going to connect, it does. Not going to have full confirmation in how many are here. But they fancy a go, and Bebo's on the other side and springs the trap. But Lover's Rock handles him well. Starzo now in between the stun, comes out well, does really well to even get one there, and Glyph doing the dodge. This now allows Mini to play it forward. Timing is going to be there. Gap closes. Can't do any more with that, and you've got to look towards Lover's Rock taking all that B space.
Say, can he get any further here? Does have his ultimate to play with. A deeper trip this time around, so earlier information for Gentlemates. There's still a gap in rotation here.
Martin's reading this really well. It's all about timing,
30
isn't
seconds
it?
left.
What's the goer on this one? Mini gonna be under pressure. Rose got the timing on Martin, but Mini wins out on the site. Here we go, Mini. Can you turn it on here? Turn it on a dime! He does! And Rose's position's known earlier. He can play up towards long now, buy a bit of time. Rose gonna go in head first. Mini's done brilliantly. The adjustment on the trip. Good solutions found on the fly.
Again, Rose takes this peak in double doors at the perfect time when contact finally comes through on site. There's a confirmation on Mini. But he goes huge to bail out Gentlemates here. Fantastic kill onto Lover's Rock, then following up. Even tagged up, revealed.
No one to encounter.
They can't pin him down.
And he's had his work cut out, man. I mean, he's been the solo man on that B site. Difficult work for him. How quickly can they read this adjustment, though? A deeper trip would be dreamy to deal with earlier, but their finances left certainly wanting.
Yeah, Bucky and some sheriffs to try and make a go of things here in round 10. Still ahead by 3. Certainly here you want to see mates get themselves into a position where they can buy out for the rest of the round. Sorry, the rest of the half.
Yeah.
It's looking like it might be the case.
I got the spike. Spike dropped.
And plenty of ults still to rely on. Certainly with the upper hand in this ult cycle.
Definitely a step heard there coming through, Art.
Yes.
Stars are way close enough to hear this. It's good enough for 2. Might be able to try and get a hand on the rifle, but still.
He's got to get out though. Yeah, he can't go any further here.
No, that's about it. But they did leave Loiter posted on B long, but that trip's still in play.
You can have a cam even deeper on that. This is the sort of thing that's, well, the sort of round, sorry, that's
30 seconds
caused
left.
some issues for mates previously. Now we'll get information from the neural theft. We'll know that everybody's made their way towards B. Another 3v5. Weapons very different this time around.
Yes.
They found my wire.
I'd be horrified if I see this go wrong, especially with an ult coming in. Loiter trying to live. Spotted out too. Martin on the commit. Of course he gets his man, but a trade. And now 3v2. That's big from Beepo though. Nice quick clear, leaving Creven. Spotted. Tagged up and dead. Gentlemates this time. Not pulling punches. That's their 4th. They found what they needed.
Big investment at the right time as well, leaving nothing to chance, allowing BBL to maybe claw their way back in that post-pass scenario. Starzo finding 2 crucial kills here. Under a ton of pressure in towards Art, but Martin to pave the way for the rest of mates to secure that retake.
Let's go, boys! 2 more, come on.
See BBL now the ones to call a timeout. And Lover's Rock having another standout performance here, top of the board for BBL.
No, he's been an impressive player. I think him and Larocque kind of catching a lot of our attention, and rightly so. Through numbers alone, through impact in the rounds, they have been exceptional. However, we are seeing another question put to them. This is the depth that Gentlemates should have, and they are showing here. Be able to bring it back up to 4, eyeing up getting to that 6th, tying it all up on the half. Now, as it stands, I'd love to see what BBL can do on this, because as I said, if this is in your wheelhouse, you should have depth yourself, right? You have that ability to learn as you go. Those small adjustments doing wonders. I mean, you called it right with that Mini's adjustment of utility.
Not necessarily adjustment, but I guess reading the situation well here, knowing that they haven't been able to identify an anchor, like a true anchor toward B site. It's quite often left open. Address the fact that mates are leaning very heavily towards this retake. Maybe setting something in motion to address catching somebody in transition in mid. We've seen obviously Martin get done by the timing of Rose previously, but here there's a couple of rounds where they've had a free plant. Yes, we had one insane clutch, but again, from a 5v5 standpoint, something to address that, but on the other side now, Mini switching things up with an operator here to try and anchor the site. So a lot more active in his role.
I really like that response, actually, because it's such a natural reaction to want to maybe speed up on this, take that space. But
Reading the game so well.
That is something that is a big tick in the box for me. Then can you put together the rest of the pieces? It looks like Mini's already in a good position for it.
I think as soon as they, the way they're positioning now, the drone comes through, they're going to know this hit is imminent.
And Martin should complement this well, and he does! Catching the cross, beautiful crossfires.
Spike down, B.
All off the back of reading the game exceptionally well. Lovers Rock alive. I'll pay attention.
I got the spike.
But with 4 players so near, and an ult in hand, it would be surprising
Krevin's
to
not
see this
marked,
go
though.
well. Krevin going to try and backfill a good position to play from, but he doesn't quite get the shot he needed.
Yeah.
That was really the moment to get it, and it just doesn't land. It was barely a pixel. And for Gentlemates, there should be potentially 4 alive, and I think Lovers Rock knows it. Gentlemates, this calling, Mike, these ways they're finding the answers has been brilliant.
Again, it's at the time where they read the adaptation perfectly from BBL. Mini posting up with an op now early into the round. Punishing that freedom that Loiters maybe felt, or other members of BBL felt towards B Long. Beautiful catch from initially opening the round, but again, as soon as then the protocols kick into place, and Martin and Mini just playing so well synergized on site. The push and pull now. BBL still rifles in hand, but have to make a go of things once more.
And Mini again, it feels like you can't get away from this guy. Beepo with him, great stun, good swing, can't quite connect on the kill, hold on. It's Rose to get one towards Beepo. This has not gone the way you thought it would. Now Mini's got to be careful to not overdo this. Glypho fancies in and makes crunch. And they get it right the second time around. Just Lovers Rock alive. A 1v3, 1 minute and 8 seconds to play with. Starzo considering a flank. It'd be Glyph with first contact. But now with that flash, eyes are turning. And yeah, that's a shot, 6-6.
Just insane back and forth once more, Lauren. Again, nothing separating these teams when it boils down to it.
No, this is the game we wanted. This is what we wanted to see between these 2 giants on this map now, taking us as close as possible.
Once again, the French bias is stealing the spotlight. I am here with the Gentlemates Kings, Squeezy and Beyaz. Guys, I have a first question for you. Where is Brooks? Where is Brooks?
Oh, he missed the plane, actually. So he's in the couch right now watching us. Love you, Brooks. See you soon in Berlin. We miss you. We miss you.
Sending love to Brooks, of course. Beyaz, I want to ask you this question. The last Grand Finals Gentlemates plays as an organization was with you as a captain in Ascension. So, you know, I know you know the BBL players with like Turkish bias and stuff, but what will it take to the boys to make the win? De quoi ont besoin les mecs pour réussir à gagner cette finale?
In English or
as you want.
Ok. Je pense que là, en gros, faut qu'on garde vraiment notre sang-froid parce que ça va être très important. BBL, c'est une équipe très skillée, on le sait. Donc je pense que par rapport à notre expérience, on va s'en sortir. J'y crois, je trust. Let's fucking go.
Okay, let's go. So I think the boys will need to keep the nerves down, you know, cold-blooded. This was a really good answer, by the way, from Beyaz, but I trust the process. I think they can take the win. And Squeezy, turning to you now, it seemed like Pearl, you know, is a bit of a hard match on this one after you lost the Abyss, of course. But what makes this roster so special for you? And give me 2 reasons why you guys deserve to be in Santiago.
Because they work so much, more than the other teams, I think. And they really play like a team, no individuals, and you can see it in their gameplay. So we want to see a team like that in Santiago.
We want to see a team of brothers in Santiago. Guys, I heard you have a song about a specific player. Can you start it, please? It sounds like Mini, Gentlemates Mini.
Gentlemates Mini, Mini, la 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 la, Mini.
Pansy, Hypoc, are you singing with us?
You, man.
It's infectious.
Yeah, it really is. The energy in here is electric, Michael.
More of that.
More of that. Love having Lou here, by the way. Shout out to him translation midway through an interview, by the way. Outrageously good. 6 apiece, though, Mike. These two hard to try and pull apart here. But what a reaction from mates halfway through this first half.
I mean, what? Just look at the timeline here to see it be turned on its head. Again, 2 very different results potentially on the cards in that first half, but all tied up. Yeah, 6-6. Yeah.
Okay, though, Kreven's got 1 instant trade. Now he's on an island, no support coming, but maybe he doesn't need it. They are going blow for blow here. Body after body just being dropped in Glyph. I mean, teed up. Where are we off to? Kreven, what is this? That's 3 in a round. Has he just got God mode on as Rose now? Probably left wondering what's happened to the rest of his team.
Rose is going to be kept in check by this trip, so has to reconsider his approach. Martin down to 57 HP. See him thinking about drawing the attention of mates, but they're happy to just post up on the spike here. Wait for Rose to try and figure out what's going on.
Don't want Mini to go too far ahead of this. I don't think he needs to. That paranoia is building. But they're in the right place, and they land the shot like that. They're good to go. Gentlemates with the pistol, and well played one at that.
Put themselves ahead here on Pearl. The potential here to open up this second half. A couple more rounds. Martin with a beautiful shot. What to love is Rock, who had an explosive first half.
Okay, time for a break.
This exchange between, again, such an interesting head-to-head.
Let's go!
In terms of the agent, the role, and the performances. See what happens here in the second half. And 3 towards B for BBL initially. Reveal over the top here, Kreven will reveal his position. Will rescind away. Again, Spike not committed here, so just initially a probe from Gentlemates.
Yeah, and I want to see how slippery the Gentlemates will try and be about this. It is just around the, you'd imagine, pound for pound they can best, but you've got to look towards Lover's Rock. That is an unknown element that now they know of, but it was only 1 man, right? You got, and actually they're quick to this. Oh, it's doubling back here. Are they going to overcook this one? There's still going to be 1 man left on this side. No, they've actually pulled everyone away. I thought they might just leave Kreven over here, but they've gone for the gamble rotation, right? And in these rounds, again, I won't blame you. He's got a cam to maybe alert them. But the lack of presence and the lack of progress on B, it's certainly added a question mark now. Where are they? What are they doing?
Especially with Lover's Rock, a scope in hand now. And able to get a good read for the site. Ready, BBL going to be making moves back towards a deadly timing for Gentlemates.
Yeah, this gets a little scary. BBL trying to disrespect this, and he does get to clear 1, but it's traded out, and you don't have the numbers to play that game. Oh dear, no way. No. Oh my God. This is getting ridiculous. And now Martin called upon, asked the tallest question, Lover's Rock. I don't know how you've done it again. A hero weapon in hand. And they've turned it on its head.
A huge response here, flipping round 2 for BBL. Beautiful read on the round initially, but still not sitting back. Similar to what mates were, they were happy to sit so late and wait for the plant to come through. Here, BBL get numbers or bodies back towards A site early enough to contest the plant going down.
Even there,
yeah. How have we got away with that one?
God. 18-10 now.
Cutting through.
Money. Not looking so great here for the mates. They're trying to get at least Mini maybe able to do something, but Larocque in a good position. Potentially hear some of this, but on the other side, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Kreven again.
I must wait
with it all to do. Players filtering through here, that's a lot seen. Doesn't want to take the fight on it. They give up just enough space here. Fall away as they clear through the A side as well. So good information, they just cannot get caught off. I think after last round, they should be well aware of what can happen with 1 rifle.
Definitely, yeah. We know the threat that can follow here. Kreven actually, in the first few, Lloyd's going to be under a ton of pressure.
Yeah, he is. This is now getting a bit sketchy, right? This is a little bit of a shade of the last round, but kept in hand so far. Mini's still alive, and he was the threat, he was the danger. A little bit laboured, but job done. Cliff able to find a connection, and Mini starts to get going in this. Hold on.
Rose took a second glance there.
That's not my teammate, but Lovers Rock's made it in time. Glyph down to the 1v1. Lovers Rock still here, the hero from the last round before. Glyph with an upgrade. Lovers Rock on the angle. Oh, of course he's got it! Turkish Terminator is in the building. BBL keeping the scoreline to 8, but this is a dangerous affair.
Only the swap out that maybe gives Lovers Rock the upper hand there. But I think 65 HP on Glyph, still a difficult position to dig himself out of. Initially, again, getting through this choke point, Loiter being under a ton of pressure from Beepo. Still now some ultimates starting to come online. Lovers Rock finds a big upgrade to an operator. Neural Theft in hand for Kreven. Inside of Gentlemates, Glyph just 1 point away, but Mini and Starzone not too far behind.
No. So looking at the finances, Mini will be obviously that little bit of a out of the cycle, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's fine again. Still able to.
You've seen what he can do with a Sheriff previously.
Lovers Rock. Gonna miss a shot there, but he's not willing to fall back just yet. Wants to stick around a little bit longer. Could be the death of him here. Needs to be playing this right.
Yeah.
Almost got caught sticking around a bit too long there. Took a lot of damage for that one. And away we go, Mini. It's of course the Sheriff. Too many targets for Kreven. He's gonna fall next, and now it's Chaos on the side. Mini again being the one to keep this in hand. Make sure all those trades go their way. The Rock and Lovers Rock.
Yeah, a little overzealous there in terms of Lovers Rock staying way past the deadline. Able to get away with his life and the operator for sure, but again, just puts him into such an awkward position in terms of finding a kill ahead of the plant coming through and ahead of sight falling as well. See on the back of this, mates will get the divide as noted previously. Martin making good progress as well. I think the buy behind this obviously going to be there or thereabouts with LaRock. Bringing 2,400 out of this. So still an opportunity for BBL to stabilize potentially. There will be mates to tie things up here.
The way this game has gone, though, no real surprises in that fact, is it?
No.
All even at 8 apiece.
Well, even if somebody wins 3 or 4 in a row, it's
doesn't matter,
usually
apparently
responded by 3 or 4 in a row.
Hard to split apart these two. And you're right, the buy is still very much there. Yeah, a couple of light shields, but no one in a position.
Yeah, not going to matter really with mates sitting back on full rifles anyway now.
This time he fancies staying on this, but we can see where the vast majority of Gentlemates are lining up. So it kind of swings into the hands of LaRock.
I'll find you.
Haunt should do enough to dissuade this. So they can't go aggressive on this angle. It does win them that early A main space.
Immediately BBL look towards Art here. Maybe even to explore a little deeper towards mid. Lovers Rock.
I like that.
Ton of information to act upon here.
We have seen late rotations, but I'm happy they're trying to implement some of this kind of more aggressive space taking, right? Build around it a bit.
They're going to know about this as well, because actually Kreven placing a deep trip in towards Art. Then they've probably heard it, so they're going to try and catch it. The Prowler doesn't, so they have to go and deal with it themselves.
Yeah, a little bit awkward now, actually. Might need to be, I don't say completely exposed, but they might put a little bit of their life on the line here. And again, that deep line is continuing to stay. The divide goes in, they play in front of this. BBL want the fight, they want the battle. And they're going to get it right now. Kreven going to find one, the trade comes in. Rose next in line. They are holding this A main space. They are not falling away from this. Martin and Mini, the last two to try and make this one still work. They have some safety in front of the divide, but that's going to be removed pretty damn soon.
Yeah, got to worry about Lovers Rock now. Unnoted so far. Mini down to 33 HP. Spammable here, but nobody on the angle just yet. Going to wait for Lovers Rock to make moves.
But again, you always don't want them to go too far, but with 20 seconds, they can't go to
now way out the plant.
Yeah, now they've got a nice surround on the site. This would need an outplay, an over-delivery. And Martin just left dead in the sights. Mini, 33 HP is not going to be enough for this one. 6 seconds to go. decides to try and keep the rifle if he can. And I've got to give credit there to BBL, the fact they were willing to play in front of that divide.
I've got to give credit to Rose, tanking the stun, then walking inside the smoke on the back of the first kill coming through. Heads up play from him. Again, he's not got many options, but picks the riskier of all of them. But rewarded. Kreven finding a crucial kill as well, and it's this right here. Rose slipping inside, but then maintains control so that they can't really get downstairs comfortably. Beautiful stuff under pressure from BBL once more. To again find a response. The purchase there or thereabouts, but Glyph on a Bucky. So we've got this setup here for Lovers Rock to try and bait out a peek.
Has he got help? Yeah, okay, Loiter's still around. Flashed off though, has to fall away. This puts Loiter in the crosshairs. Doesn't get to keep his life. Martin is out.
He jumped over the top of that.
He's still going. Kreven gonna answer back though. Deny the springboard forward. Deep. Hunter's Fury gonna find connection onto Beepo. But Kreven's still on the site, hunting them down, patrolling, prowling, still dropping bodies. How is he alive for so long? Oh, it's a mess. Beepo, the one to draw it right back as Lovers Rock. Left way behind the curve now. And that operator becomes the poison chalice you want to keep. What the hell just happened on that site?
Again, it looked like Gentlemates were going to struggle massively once they got to site. But somehow, now, comes down to a 3v1. Obviously, Lovers Rock already hightailing elsewhere. A crazy exchange for the site. Lovers Rock not really getting what he wants in terms of the early engagements, getting posted onto these angles of the operators. Another situation where he's forced out, revealed, has to TP away, can't get a second opportunity before Beepo is basically past default. I mean, the catch on the Loiter, But again, Martin just jumps over the top of that Hunter's Fury, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
obscene. Obscene. How's he doing that in what feels like the most chaotic moment as well? It's like a million things on the screen. He's still fine. He knows what he's got to do. But timeout called from, okay, it's Gentlemates. I mean, both sides could have technically called this one. The way these last couple of rounds have been going.
This is definitely one of those timeouts like, take a breather.
Yeah, literally. Let it simmer. And, oh, I've just heard an interesting little note from production. Thank you for that one. Double timeout coming in.
Okay.
So both, as said, when we were like, it could be either, they've gone both of us.
Because what, this is 1-for-1 base. Is it 3 or 4 rounds in a row?
Back and forth, I think I want to say 3, but could be 4. Yeah, again, both sides finding it hard to find stability, and I think that also just lends to the fact of how good both of these teams are here. They're learning quickly, they're having to bring out all the stops. There hasn't been like that.
I mean, it's everything you'd want from this matchup.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, the stakes being raised here, and again, both teams' journey to get to this point. And what's at stake in terms of booking the first ticket to Santiago?
And I would love to see the odds on anyone thinking either of these teams would be in this game.
It's another pick 'em check moment.
Literally, because I think it's a fair assessment that none of us would have seen it.
I need timestamps.
I'm down. Because you always see the potential and you think, oh, but what if, how, you know, that could happen. But then you see, oh, new super team here, oh, Fnatic this, oh, you know, Vitality that, oh, Na'Vi, you know, all these big names coming back out with new look rosters and new adjustments. And you wouldn't be looking at your Gentlemates or your BBL. But I think seeing how the meta's shifted, seeing how they played coming up from those Ascension sort of leagues, it was hard to ignore it, but it's one of those possibilities. You think, oh, well, it could suit them. But seeing it in actuality, seeing them get to this point is incredible for both of these teams. What a storied moment. I mean, the Gentlemates fans have been waiting for someone to cheer for a long time. Let's be honest, they've been waiting for someone to put their faith into.
Good to get Bayaz back in to watch it as well, yeah.
But again, and then for BBL, seeing a team come up from literally the most almost community side of playing Valorant to what could be an international stage.
Yeah.
Both teams have such a brilliant story to get behind, and I know each will have their very dedicated fans. I mean, you have the French contingent on one side, the Turkish fans on the other, but you can't help but love and admire seeing this quality game from two teams you just simply would not have expected at the start of kickoff here. Now, focusing back up, that was a double timeout, hence the time there, because both teams seeing that they are just in a state of flux. So we go back in, buy on both sides.
Martin looking to try and make moves solo towards mid, potentially here the early round. But Operator this time noted on the other side of the map. So already mates now with the upper hand in terms of reading what's different coming out of the timeout. Look at the focus towards mid for BBL.
4 players in attention towards it.
What does the drone spot?
Sees a little. Martin's gonna take that as the goer.
Here.
What's he gonna see from this though? Oh!
Big win from Kreven.
That's massive. And now they're certainly on the right side of the map. They are surrounded on this. Martin trying to hold some space, but he is in the trenches. Comes out swinging. Rose none the wiser. Forging a path for safety to allow for the plant.
Ooh.
Oh, he's been denied. Starzo's gone down. Spike now left loose.
Now in a 4v3 for BBL. And a chance to reset here, but Kreven's still holding down this position. He's going to catch a glimpse here. He's going to find the first, but Martin quick to the trade.
They're trying to open up a pathway towards B, and to be fair to Martin, he's been doing brilliantly at this, creating that space, doing what he can.
Can they get ahead of Loiter?
Loiter is here early. The smoke, actually, going to keep him at bay for now. Martin down on 26. This makes it tough, 15 seconds. They're just trying to create a path to even get the spike down in place. Glyph's got a freebie. It's a 2v2. Lovers Rocky is still feeling confident to go for that. No, not anymore.
5 HP.
Bound back by the low HP and Martin. Oh, Glyph can't do it, Loiter. The one to deliver, but that got closer again. It's so hard to take these two apart.
It keeps coming down to these clutch scenarios. Loiter delivers another for BBL. After a historic one on Abyss. Absolute madness throughout this round. What was that? Catching stars in. Just like insane kills on both sides here. BBL though up to 10. Again, an insane stat here. The current EMEA best of 5 kill record, 88 by Kiko. Martin is currently on 72. After that double timeout. I mean, that's even considering here, this is one of his slower maps. Still a chance to smash that record.
Oh my God.
Speaking of smash.
Oh, it wasn't pretty, but I guess it's got the job done, right? By hook or by crook, I've heard once upon a time. Lovers Rock still on this angle. That keeps the map safely in their hands. Mid doesn't feel accessible, so where do they go? Okay, good choice from Martin. The one open pathway. He's been great at spotting these. But even trying to catch that cross feels scary.
Yeah, looking at who's potentially on the chopping block here for mates to find a way back into this. Again, a Guardian, a Sheriff, and a Rifle for Martin. Stacked up now. Trying to make a deep exploration, but there is actually a trip down towards the spawn here. It's a great read from Kreven.
It really is.
And the issue being Lovers Rock is so deep that they don't need to challenge site at all. Because they're all in here.
30 seconds left.
Dart, certainly helpful, but not necessarily essential. It's done well for Rose, and there it is, that layering aspect. And Mini's options become near on zero at this point. And he's been marvelous too, 17 to 13. Actually really finding his footing here, but he couldn't quite get the kill either, which makes it tougher. And he knows Lovers Rock is there, right? It's every corner, every position. Utilities in, BBL are up to 11 now. 4 standing, a bit of stability, which is rare in this sort of game.
You'll have to see how the buy settles here, but it might just be a do or die round here for General Mates in terms of what's left in the kitty. Insane crunch towards double doors here, and like you said, scrappy, but gets the job done. Beepo and Mini with ultimates to bring in here. Martin 2 away. Glyph just 1 point off the divide, but on the other side, BBL, plenty of tools of their own. Might be a bit of a pace change towards B here for Gentlemates.
And Loiter not going to see as much as maybe he'd like, but he's certainly going to hear what's coming down that long side of things. Kreven in support, big impact from him. But again, vision just almost non-existent here. Look at it. You can't see a thing.
And yet he's still happy to tuck himself in here.
Big clear from him.
Look at the progress towards Art, though. This is all a ruse. Or at least a contingency in place here with Mini and Glyph. But still question marks behind that ace site.
Martin sticking around. How long does he want to stay here? Because they want to re-clear, right? This is a re-clear of space.
I'm pissed.
What's maybe heard that?
I mean, yeah, he may have heard it, but still. Oh, you can see the back and forth in spawn. Still not certainly sold on where they end. It's going to be towards this A side of the map. There are 3 players here, but they're deep. They're not playing active on these push-ups. They won't be able to catch the cross. Rose, actually. Oh, man, this could be the death of Rose. Yeah.
Oh, could it? Could it?
How are you alive? How are you getting away with that? No trade. Martin in the ult, can't do much, comes out. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Greven's taking him down. And now the ults are everywhere. Starzo, Bippo, and Mini were on for an absolute sitter. But it's all starting to go a little bit wrong. It's all going on its head. Mini in a 1v2, can't do it. BBL, no matter the odds, keeping up.
I just can't believe some of these rounds. Absolute insanity, Lauren. Again, when it looks like mates have put themselves in the winning position. Such fine margins. Rose, the adjustment is beautiful. Martin, the one time he's not got a shorty. And it's a classic to shut that down. And that will absolutely break the bank of Gentlemates. Map point now for BBL.
Oh, and there's gonna be a brawl again. Of course it is. LaRock trying to stand tall on this one and hold that line.
Gets out.
Get to fall away as well. They're getting away with murder.
Yeah, daylight robbery. Divide available for Loiter. Rose unfortunately falling before you get the Hunter's Fury here. So nothing else to work with. Starzo will actually get his ultimate here on the flip side. Wow, how's Mini?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happening here, man. The green carpet rolled out, red carpet, call it what you want. Green light doesn't really matter. The site is theirs. Now you got Loiter and Greven with nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
done.
Wrap it up.
Again, because on the other side, it's not comfortable in terms of the finances
Oh my
for BBL.
God. What a mad one. How's Mini gotten there? I was
looking for a second, I was like, oh yeah, Greven's here.
Cool.
Backing up the A-style hold, and I was like, oh!
Unreal.
Again, to still be making plays like that when it's like down to the wire, BBL on 12, taking huge risks, but it pays off.
That is actually so sick. I need to see how he even got there, because I feel like if you're BBL, even you're baffled at that point. 10 to 12. In my head, I was already thinking, God, this would have been probably the most one-sided result we've had so far. Nah, of course not. Okay, so finances. Still not in a brilliant position. You're seeing it here, and they're considering the buy as well. Not overly investing, it looks like. Trying to be quite frugal about the purchase. Going to round it out with a Bucky, a Stinger, and a Shorty.
I was going to say, BBL have to keep this buy in check, just because of the potential here of mates then swinging the pendulum back in their favor.
But I have to add, Mike, they've also won with less.
They've won with much less.
Martin, operator denied vision. And there's support on this. Ooh, deep owl drone as well. This does feel a bit uncomfortable. He's going to take the ticket out of there. Hunter's Fury, man. They're doubling down on this. Rogue's going to get a tag. And he's going to get the kill. Mini's out of there. The danger man from last round, he made it even possible.
Time to jump.
Play it to the good.
Again, LaRock can't necessarily go any deeper here, but mates have actually stacked up 3 in through doors already. Martin can try and make inroads towards A, plant the seed of doubt. Again, 2 members of BBL just tapped in comfortably on B site here.
Yeah, feeling no pressure from long either. Right,
Look at the minimap.
It just feels ridiculous. You're holding out for a hero.
Portal closed.
Martin might have caught a pixel on this. No, he didn't. Just look at Keith. He's going to hear the rotation, but are they going to cancel? 38 seconds. Are you cancelling on this? You've got to make your mind up pretty soon here. That's a lot of utility. And I think they are. Can they catch the rotation in spawn? They can. Glyph's doing work here. Martin! Oh! Bailed out by the shorty again.
Now he's got one.
And now he's on the deep line as well. Rotation not comfortable. Flick shot missed. Plant's going to be in though.
Loiter does have the divide, but going to need a clean kill here.
It's not so
clean. Far from it.
No, Martin's in support. They're making something out of nothing. Gentlemates Looking like 11's going to be carved on the board. Loiter. I mean, he tried, but Martin.
Back to the 3Ks, man.
Glyph catching that flank, or that rotation, should I say. Brilliant. And 11 to 12 now. Of course it is.
Flipping a crucial 4v5. Again, LaRock with a chance to get a huge upgrade here, maybe turn the tides of this round.
Again, it ain't over till it's over, Mike.
The knock-on effect here is not going to be a full buy for BBL. There's certainly some gaps. Glass cannon for Lovers Rock. Shields not entirely there. Rose, I was going to say forced off this angle, takes a ton of damage. Down to just 38. Is that like a double headshot through the corner of the wall there?
It might be. And they've got such a good read on this too.
Take flight.
All the eggs from BBL looking like they've been put into this A basket, right?
I think maybe relying massively on Loiter's divide here. Mini's the one to go forwards with the spike. Again, now going to set Kreven up to anchor towards A, but this is a little late in terms of early formation. Does Loiter try and jump spot this?
I feel like the temptation's going to be there, right? Yeah, there it is, but it feels like they're already too close. I don't know if he even gets to live at this point. Does he get out? He's thinking twice about it. Yeah, go. Okay, now what do we have? Site secured.
No flank.
No,
it's all in here from BBL.
Oh, this is about to be chaotic. They have a divide, and they have a couple of shock darts, but there ain't much to write home about. This is guns in hand. This is win in regulation or get to OT. Gentlemates have done enough to get to this point. Divide goes in, and so does LaRock. First in, first found. Body on the ground, can't get a second. Martin keeping it in check. 3v3. Chaos erupts on the side here. Not enough bullets. Lovers Rock still going. He's actually fallen back. But Kreven, it's all down to Pico now. Absolutely does. Puts him in his pocket. 12-12. It's a Red Bull clutch.
The pocket behind screens. It just becomes their demise. That is ridiculous to get us to OT. Again here, they spot him initially, I think maybe misreading ever so slightly, but Lovers Rock left scrambling to find out where he is. Chant his name, rightfully so. A huge clutch. That is absolutely wild.
12-12, welcome to overtime here. Pearl was meant to be a banger, and it is. BBL back on the attack. Gentlemates on the defense, and they are taking an aggressive start on B long.
Mate's definitely going to be feeling themselves now.
Oh, God, yeah.
Certainly with the upper hand initially here. Outside of regulation. BBL stacked up heavily towards Art. Mini, right utility in the right place here to at least catch a glimpse.
Very nice.
How quickly can mates make moves elsewhere though? Because
they're pretty far away, aren't they, at this point?
Yeah, I mean they're deep down B long, but BBL just very hesitant.
They found my cage.
Okay, it's a goer. I mean, they kind of expected this, right? Mates put Mini in a very passive, safe position. It'd be hard for them to explore deeper towards Pit because of the setup, right? This is what it's kind of tailored to be, to buy a couple of precious seconds. And Mini has over-delivered. Going to take away LaRock. He was only meant to be really holding space, but he held it well. Making sure he didn't give up Pit. Even the springboard for the retake.
Glyph noted here. Again, both trips dealt with now on the flank, so BBL have to make a decision and make it fast.
Yeah, this heavy emphasis through Art does allow for a crossfire to be made towards main. This could still be really hard to break through here, but with Martin hitting shots like that, it looks like it's spot on. Loiter, Lovers Rock, Rose, someone's going to take him off this defuse, and no one's going to be able to do it until now. Another tap on the spike, but still this is getting so deadly, so dangerous. Lovers Rock can't do it all. Gentlemates taking the lead in overtime.
Fighting hard to get back in control, and finally around to the good. At just the right time. I mean, LaRock just showing a kneecap inside the smoke. Gives Mini an opportunity to give mates the upper hand. And they absolutely run away with this in the post. Frustration starting to show on some of the faces of BBL now. Facing down against potentially conceding a second. Mates all go.
Yeah, Bipo is going fast, high tempo, high pressure. Calling for a reaction, BBL find nothing. For the double dip now, Rose under scrutiny. Just about keeps it up. And Rock with a bailout double. Takes away Mini, removes Glyph, and gives them a two-man advantage.
Now things will slow down for BBL. Tucked back into sight. A passive setup here on the back of Rose. Still has Creven to play off here. Mates have to find something. Again, splitting back through main for Martin. Past the minute mark now on the clock.
It's Lovers Rock again. It feels like he's kind of your insurance
I mean,
policy.
he sets all of this in motion to just sit behind this setup on A.
And don't get me wrong, they can always, filter through middle. They can try and get a little bit, tricky with it. But at this point, it's just such key information. It gives you faith in this full play setup on the A side of the map. So for Mates, it's uphill. It's Neron vertical to try and close here in the first round of OT. The hit comes in, LaRock hasn't stopped. That's 3 already for the man. Finally goes down, but he facilitates the trade. And the final man caught off being Martin, 13-13. We go again.
Just so little to separate these teams right now. Both giving us absolutely everything in the server today. LaRock finding a 3K here. And quieter map for him, but still putting numbers up. It will be a BBL timeout to follow this, Lauren.
Considering he looked quite frustrated, we saw in some of those rounds as well. Good to see him coming out, finding a nice answer for himself. Happy to put it on his own shoulders to be the instigator. But at 13-13, BBL decide to pump the brakes. This side maybe being a little bit trickier for them to an extent, but at this point, I mean, it feels like the playbook goes out the window.
I mean, what do you got left in the playbook?
Oh. How deep are we going here?
Get weirder. It's like page 17.
Yeah,
get weirder.
Nice. I don't think I've got that many notes. Yeah, again, I'm putting a lot of credit in this as well towards Mini in my mind. I think he's been doing really well this map.
Who, again, struggled on times on the first 2 maps for sure.
But here...
Again, statistically, actually, one of the most heavy hitting in the region so far.
Which is mad, right?
Yeah.
So we've got some big boy names out there. But he is really holding his own, and the amount of faith and pressure that's been put on him too to kind of anchor these sites. Again, the adjustment felt a little bit off the back of him too, like he's finding a lot more space to play into. So credit where it's due there. And obviously sitting towards the top of the board as well, sitting on 20 kills. So certainly no slouch in that regard either. So very impressive work. However, job's not done. 13-13, we go again.
Early dart here. Clear out anything towards pillar on B. No springboard off the back of that, just to clear any potential drift forwards. Again, it's going to be Mini starting around with Glyph in close proximity, but no pressure coming their way just yet. Double stack towards Art as well elsewhere. Spike not committed for BBL. But no information outside 8. So Starzo still in control in that aspect.
Yeah, first real attempt to, I guess, contested space is going to be towards Art, where they actually have Martin. Keeps his cool on the first, the stun isolating the players behind, so they couldn't even really get around that corner.
Gets Martin on a deep angle as well. He can post up now towards mid.
Yeah, that's scary. Missed shot. It looked
Glass cannon
good
as well.
You can see them trying to lean into it. Maybe there was a setup behind that, behind the box, not to beat, but they clear it and they force him further back.
Already though, good read from Gentlemates to expect something on the other side of the map. Glyph still posted up here. It was Mini to make moves towards 8. Already 2 more sent this direction. BBL are going to have a massive problem in this final 30 seconds of this round.
30 seconds left.
And they can't really pivot from this.
No.
This is commitment. This is what it's got to be. You thought you might have had the easier side of the map. I don't think that's the case at all.
Far from it.
Looking at the mini-map, it's going to be a mess, but towards the back lines, LaRock goes forward. Glyph uncleared, could be an issue. Light is going to find Mini. Rose on the follow-up, 13 seconds. Bibo still on the back of the side. He's got support there as well. Martin on the swing. 9 seconds they go for the plant. And Martin can't deny that. Plant's in. Oh, but what a shot. Great trade. Back and forth. Bibo caught. It's on Starzo, 1v2. And look at the post plant here. 1 right, 1 left. Held up by the tag from the cam. Looking for a fair fight. Just passed away from it. That was Creven. Laying back of U-Haul. Lovers Rock waiting on long. BBL eyeing up, taking the advantage here. Tap on the spike. That should be in a player scene. Now where's the swing? He's done good damage.
2 HP.
Someone else needs to take this fight. Someone needs to get involved here, and they have. There it is, the killing blow to put BBL up to 14.
Timing could have been so weird if Starzone sticks that. The fact he gets Lovers Rock down to just 2 HP as well. And you even see there, Creven thinking, dude, you're 2 HP, you gotta check that for me, like. Huge kill onto Beepo. We mates to call a timeout now as BBL take the lead. I think that's a peek. Check.
Oh my God. Okay, 14-13. BBL back in the lead. Mike, this is getting a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Let's. But I am here for it.
Oh, yeah.
Again, best of fives, always nice to see at least the opening 3 maps be so closely contested.
And we always kind of talk about the ability to play best of fives. It looks like these two teams have that capability. You know, they've kept up the kind of high tempo. They don't look fatigued yet.
Map 4 is the one for me. If you can continue this into map 4 and potentially a decider as well, it's where the bottom of the map pool potentially for some of these teams gets exposed, and that's where it can get really, really uncomfortable. Again, if you can still operate at this sort of tempo with this sort of composure, like I said, for me, map 4 will be the true test, especially now that we get a second overtime.
And of course, it's going to be split in map 4. That's.
Can we not just switch that as like split decider?
I mean, it's always the best. It's always the best. Everyone knows. If Riot ever removes split from the map pool,
there's still people that say otherwise.
Like,
that's just uncultured people.
That's what I'm saying.
Otherwise.
Correct. Can they close here, or can Gentlemates once again reignite the spark? Lovers Rock with a different challenge here. Yeah. Okay, didn't want to try and challenge that at all.
Stab in the dark. Doesn't get a reward on the other side of things. Once more on the glass cannon. Gentlemates a slower approach here now with lots to consider. Looks like Art might be the focal point for them. Again, Creven's got it set up on the right side of the map. Relying now more heavily on Lovers Rock to control B, which has been the go-to in some of those regulation rounds. Where's the TP going to be sent out? It's now sent out. Lovers Rock has found Glyph.
Hold on,
that's through double doors.
Yeah. I mean, that keeps you pretty present on this side of the map. Maybe a little bit of consideration.
These kill trips could go crazy here. Especially if Beepo slides in the way he has been.
Yep, this could be set up just for him, really. They're going to have to dig deep to even find them at this point. Here we go. Oh my God, Beepo. Yeah, you're okay. Oh, you're more than okay for a second. Gentlemates, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? I don't understand it. Every time it looks like BBL are right there. Gentlemates go further. They dig deeper. They pull out a round like this.
They get folded on this A site hold. Absolutely ridiculous from Gentlemates. Getting the bait off the clone. Beepo backfills the space behind the trip. Leaving now Loiter in a 1v4. Seen one before. I'm not sure about this one.
I think I'm with you. It feels like 14-14 is fated. It absolutely is. Game is nowhere near over yet. God, Gentlemates pulling that out of the hat right then. Come on.
Absolute scenes. BBL again, they've made the right read.
Yes.
They played the map so well. It's another 4v5 that Gentlemates are able to flip back in their favor. Yeah. Aging significantly in the coaching booth for BBL. Back in, rolls reversed once more, switch of sides. All tied up. Gentlemates now looking to explore forwards. LaRock actually taking a little bit of space here. Might be caught out in no man's land. Reveal comes through. Rose to want to find Martine in that. Starzo's fallen as well.
I'm sorry. Every time I've seen something that good should go like one way, it's flipped on its head. How are they walking away with 5 alive? How?
With barely any damage. I mean, LaRock, look, like I said, LaRock was in no man's land.
He looked dead, man. There was no way he was meant to live through that. But apparently they find Starzo. They find Martine. The other three, what are you meant to do about this? Okay, I guess I'll potter on back towards A. Cool. Figure out a 5v3. That's bloody wild.
Still positioned safely in towards spawn, but again, with lots of opportunity here, plenty of time left as well. Still 45 seconds left on the clock, so they can clear out these closer positions outside A. Mates have 3 people in the right place and still have Mini's sight set up to rely on.
Now. Look how deep Loiter's managed to get.
They can just fake now, yeah. The fact that Loiter's just waltzed onto site now, Rose is absolutely lapping that up.
Yeah, Kreven going to continue to try and sell this, right? This is his job. Don't worry about that.
Well, just deal with some of the Yuto, that's enough. The fact that they spot Kreven now, the penny's dropped.
13 seconds, Plant should be there. Nothing to deny that. Mini's gotten
10
close.
seconds left.
I would lose my mind if this turns to Gentlemate's side, but I feel like I'm seeing stranger things.
Let's just don't speak yet. Let's just
if I speak,
see what
I
happens.
am in big trouble apparently. So, Mini, I don't know how this game goes. It just keeps going outside of the expectation. Kreven trying to play with him, right? By that time, be a nuisance on the cross. Beepo's done well to at least get the trade, but they don't have the numbers to just trade in effectively. Glyph.
All the time.
Yeah, you're right. Time is a huge factor as well. They haven't really cleared U-Haul yet. Actually, good start. And the trade's there, but it leaves it down in a 1v2.
40 HP.
And the time, Mike, the time. 19 seconds. Not enough HP. Not enough time. BBL back in the lead.
Nobody can get a steady footing at all here. Absolutely neck and neck. Again, what a catch from Rose, who, by the way, is just calling some absolutely sublime rounds. It might not feel like it because the scoreline's so close, but in terms of this head-to-head between Rose and Starzo and what we're seeing on the mini-map time and time again.
He's doing a stellar job.
Like I said, Rose calling well beyond his years.
But don't write it off. Don't think mates are done. They are very much still in this. Lover's Rock, can you stop it now? Cage drops, body spotted, can't quite find Martine. Takes on towards the second angle. The Rock's still there. Starzo trying to tee them up here.
They're hitting this.
Yeah, it looked like they were.
I was going to say, yeah, it looks as if Beepo was going to get right inside that smoke.
They've pulled almost all players, but they have no progress elsewhere. There's no one creeping towards A. There's no one pressuring elsewhere. It's just I guess, a double pump at this point.
Well,
with less utility?
BBL haven't moved.
I guess there's no cause to. You need something to sell you on the idea that they've cancelled.
Mini's now making his way outside A. This confirmation could be huge. The fact that Beepo as well, he's baited in. Loiter's going to find it. Another 4v5 for mates.
That's got to make you smile, though, if you're BBL, right? That's all worked in your favor. Loiter gets to play up close and personal on screens. They're left looking for options. What do they have here? Mini trying to give them something.
Cam dealt with that much more rotation, but Martine.
Hold on. Lover's Rock's still here, though. They're still on this. They're still waiting. Spike's here, 25 seconds. They got to go. Lover's Rock sees one, sees two. He's taken away one from the equation. Down to 3 players. Rose on the site, swaying from the rock. This might be it. This might be all she wrote. Mini and Glyph, though, still fighting back. 13 seconds. I don't know if they have time for this. It's going to be a miracle, and it might be happening. Kreven, 1v2. Takes away one. Oh, he gets a second. BBL, take him across the line at 16-14. Kreven, what a round.